Hi, I'm Andre and I'm a black nerd with another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode recap. Turtle Power. Meet Mondo Gecko. Clearly, it is the episode that introduces us to Ray Fillet. I'm just playing. Ground check. Michelangelo is watching another episode of Krognard the Barbarian and he is bored, but he can't hang out with any of the other turtles because they're doing stuff that he thinks is boring as well. He tries to hang out with Leonardo and April, but they're doing ninja stuff. Donatello is working on how to get Karai back to normal. Raphael is, well, the less that we can say about what Raphael does in his bedroom, the better. Y'all dirty. I got that. I got what was going on there. Dirty, playing with his toy indeed. Casey Jones is also bored, so we get some Michelangelo Casey Jones pair up, which this is really cool. We always see Casey Jones with April or fighting with Donatello, so it's neat to see him and Michelangelo hanging out, skateboarding, and having a good time together. Mikey and Casey Jones are skateboarding. They even say skate or die, which made me think of that video game. Michelangelo lets out a booyakasha, and all of a sudden they are interrupted by a cowabunga! And then a new character comes in, and it's Mondo Gecko. Mondo Gecko, of course, is a rebooted version of Mondo Gecko from the 80s cartoon series and the toys. We've also seen him in the Archie comics and the IDW comics, but this is the Nickelodeon Mondo Gecko. He's voiced by Robbie Rist. Robbie Rist was the voice of Michelangelo in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. God, I love being a turtle. That was him. The ceremonial pre-fight donut. That was him. Give me a kiss. That was him too. Also, if you saw the Angry Video Game Nerd movie, you might have heard his voice in there too. Wait, and I was in the Angry Video Game Nerd movie as well. I'm 2 degrees away from Ninja Turtles. Soon, I'll be 1 degree. And then soon. What? Michelangelo and Mondo Gecko bond right away, but Casey Jones is a little bit suspicious of this guy, especially when he keeps talking about Mr. X. While hanging out, they run into the purple dragons who are stealing stuff. Their new leader, Hun, is also there. I'm just loving Hun. I know he's basically Bruce Lee, and he's not the Hun like the 2003 series, but he's just awesome the way he just fights and he just goes, whoa! And especially when he fights Mondo Gecko, because Mondo Gecko is not a fighter. He talks a lot of game, but he's no good. You've met people like this before. Oh yeah, man, I do all this cool stuff. I do crazy stunts. I can beat up anybody. And then once the time comes to actually do it, he's in the corner. When he tries to fight Hun, Hun just like puts his leg out and just stops him from far away. And then there's this part where he's just kicking him against this wall over and over again. And it just made me laugh out loud. Casey wants nothing more to do with Mondo Gecko. He's out of there. So Mikey and Mondo hang out together and they go down to the sewers to go meet Mr. X. Michelangelo is taken to a special part of the sewers that he's never even seen before. And we find out that Mr. X is Fishface. Bum, bum, bum. Fishface, of course, has told Mondo Gecko that the turtles are evil. They're terrible. Mondo's like, I've hung out with this dude all day. He seems cool to me. And he's like, no, my friend, they are evil. Those are bad impressions. I am sorry, Robbie and Christian. I did you wrong. And now that Fishface has captured Michelangelo, what do you think he's gonna do? You think he's gonna take him to the shredder? You think he's gonna try to use Michelangelo as bait for the other turtles? No, this is where it gets really silly. Fishface has created a sewer track for a death race skateboarding competition that now Michelangelo is going to have to be a part of against Mondo Gecko and himself. And then when Casey Jones is caught, he also has to be part of it too. The references in this section are insane. I'm talking The Warriors, Death Race 2000, Indiana Jones, Goonies, it's just everything. It is an 80s smorgasbord and they have to go through this obstacle course like this freaking Double Dare Extreme. Arrows are being shot out, fire is being shot out, walls are caving in. I mean, it's insane what we're watching. And we're not just the only ones watching it. Every mutant from this series is watching in the audience. You'll see so many cameos from Bebop, Rocksteady, Tiger Claw, Spider Bite shows up, Snakeweed, Pizza Face, even Don Vizioso. Great to see Fishface shine in this. This totally seems like the thing that Fishface would put together. While all the other mutants are like, we gotta plot revenge or we gotta help out the Shredder, Fishface would totally be the one that's like, no, I need to make some money. Perfect use of the character, perfect scenario, no matter how ridiculous the scenario is. Because you're seriously like, this is in the sewers? Like a whole obstacle course with death traps? It is a crazy, awesome race. It's like the Furious 7 of Ninja Turtle episodes. The Turtles and Mondo Gecko are family. The other Turtles, who pretty much do nothing in this episode, they just go, hey, we should probably check on Michelangelo. He'll be fine. That's their scene every single time in this episode. They finally show up. Of course, along the way, Mondo Gecko learns that Fishface is bad, the Turtles are good, the Turtles are his friends, and so he helps out Michelangelo and Casey Jones in this race. No word yet on if he's gonna officially join the Mighty Mutanimals, but I have a feeling that's probably gonna happen. You know what this reminded me of? This felt like an 80s episode of Ninja Turtles. Just the whole concept of it. They meet a new mutant, they find out that a mutant has an underground racing league going on. The whole scenario of it felt like the plot of a 1980s Ninja Turtles episode, but done in the current style, and I love that. And what better episode to do that with than an episode that has Mondo Gecko in it. I had a fun time watching it. It is extremely silly. You totally have to suspend your disbelief, which is a weird thing to even have to say about a show called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but you will enjoy it if you look at it for what it is. It is ridiculous. And it was just cool to see all the mutant cameos. Good job to Greg Sipes and Josh Peck. They were great as Michelangelo and Casey Jones in this episode. Great job to Christian Lanz as Fishface in this episode. And kudos Robbie and Rist as Mondo Gecko. Hope to see you in future episodes. Let me know what you thought of Mondo Gecko. And of all the mutants we've seen so far on this show, which one is your favorite? I love you like and play, cousin. I'm Audi 5000. Cowabunga! I made a funny ha 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 to you or TLE power.